Hi, I'm Coman from jackcenter.com, and I'm here today at the DevOps Con in Berlin, 2015. I'm here together with Matthias Lübken from Giant Swarm, the microservices infrastructures. So I'd like to start out by talking about how to get started with DevOps. I have the feeling that's what a lot of the people are here for today. Enterprises are saying, we're totally interested in what DevOps is all about. Now, how do we get started? Is the first step hiring a specialty expert, or can a person attending the conference assume to have enough knowledge already to get started and with a learning by doing approach?
Yeah, we just did a talk about that, and I think the something that we realized when we started with the DevOps movement, or let's say with the techniques used in DevOps. It seems that a lot of people are interested and a lot of people want to get started, but there's so many things to know about, to feel about, and to really grasp it. We feel it's important to have a specialist, to have really someone that is knowledgeable about just the topic in general, and really closes discussions sometimes, and just like say, okay, so what tools are we gonna choose, and sometimes just chooses tools. And that's not because we're not saying that the teams shouldn't decide themselves, but when you start, there's so many things you need to know, there's so many things you need to do, and yeah, we just thought, okay, maybe it's better to start with the specialists, and to start with we actually made a DevOps team that they are capable of deciding what tools we're going to choose, and what the next steps are in the DevOps things. Yeah.
Okay, great. So besides then maybe not hiring a specialist, what other kind of typical mistakes are enterprises making when starting on a new DevOps approach?
Yeah, well, I'm not particularly suggesting that you have to hire a specialist. Okay. There can be a person within the company that actually does that. But the important thing is that someone is actually taking care of it, and maybe gets outside of their usual business and really says, okay, where is this heading? And this is a full-time job, even not just for one person, maybe for many persons. Maybe it's getting someone from outside if you don't have the knowledge internally, because there are different kind of topics like development, operations, and you have to be a person that that wants to coach other people, because it's a new thing, right? But it also can be from inside the company. Yeah, I suppose you get a head start if you get someone from outside, if you have the culture that they interact with each other. As for what was the question?
Typical mistakes.
Typical mistakes. Well, I guess I don't know if it's. I guess the main topic with DevOps is it's not there are so many things you have to do. And with which tools do you need to, which topic do you want to start, and then decide on tools. And I would say is that don't do this. Try to evaluate every tool, and don't try to make the perfect thing, but just start. Small iterations, even in DevOps, is possible. Choose one tool and then start with it and get benefits out of it. Don't try to make a DevOps plan and then say, okay, this is our DevOps strategy or something, but right. Get going.
Okay, great. So one of the things you were talking about in your session there was rotational DevOps.
Yeah.
Is that something you can perhaps tell us a little bit about? What's the idea behind that?
Yeah. So, well, the problem is that once you have a DevOps specialist or even a whole team, the question is, how do you do knowledge transfer into the teams? And I wouldn't say that everyone needs to be someone who's doing DevOps full time or is a DevOps specialist. I'm not saying that. I would even say that I'm in favor of specialists, even within the teams. But when you get started with a new topic like this, and when you have the overall idea that the teams have to be cross-functional, and that the teams need to build and run the software by themselves, everyone needs to understand the mind shift that it's going on there. And we feel that a good idea would be rotating, having everyone experience it firsthand, and by that we implemented it by having one member of each team rotating into the DevOps team, and really make it not optional, make it mandatory that you really have to be at least once or twice be in the DevOps team for a sprint to really grasp a feeling what is happening there and where this whole thing is moving.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So we're here at a conference with over 300 people that are really interested in DevOps, and I think it shows that there is a huge interest in DevOps at the moment, right, coming from the IT sector. But moving beyond IT, is there some interest there as well? Perhaps in that also that cross-functionality that you were talking about, and expanding that cross-functionality to other areas of other business units like HR, marketing. Is there a chance that DevOps might just be the start of something way bigger that's changing in businesses?
Well, I'm not sure if I would say it's coming from DevOps, but maybe it's just another part which we can use to foster the discussion about cross-functional teams. Because in the end, DevOps is about enabling teams to build and run their software by themselves. And as we all know, the technical part of software development, just building the software, quality assurance and releasing it is just one part. Mm-hmm. The business analysis, the requirements, engineering, so to say, the rollout and the marketing. There's also many topics around that road. And I would say there's always a good idea to think about how much of the topics can I put into one team and make it responsible for themselves, that they know what software are they building, and not just get feature requests, but know the whole software development lifecycle. It's very challenging. This is not easy, and I would probably say DevOps is a good start because it's technical and so to say it's like people just like-minded people talking to each other. Mm-hmm. But the whole movement from Agile and like Scrum product owners within the teams is at least as important as things from DevOps, I would say.
Great. Matthias, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for watching.